Kicking Country 103.1, Chuck Baker hanging out with Josh Abbott. Buddy, it's great to have you here.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Well, we always love it when you come into town, and you've just got so much going on right now. Let's talk about your latest album, Front Row Seat. We're playing Amnesia right now, your current single. We're playing the heck out of that.
Thank you. The whole album is basically just kind of a concept album, and from front to back, it's a chronological story. So if you listen to the album in its entirety, which is kind of the point of this record, it starts off really fast and young and upbeat, and it kind of gradually changes into these love songs, and then it kind of transforms into a lot of heartache and moving on. And so it really is supposed to represent, the different stages of a relationship that fails. And so we're really excited about it. Obviously, Amnesia is towards the back of the album. It's not very typical. I think you see a band's first single from an album be track number 14 as opposed to like track 2 or 3. But, for this album, we didn't want to worry about, put the hits in the front and then put the B-sides back. We wanted to put the album in an order where the songs made sense and kind of told a story if you listen to them 1 through 16. And so we're very proud of this album. Every band says it when they release a new album, and sometimes it's empty rhetoric and sometimes it's the truth. And it is the truth when I say that this is our best album yet. It's by far our best album. The reviews that we've gotten from a lot of critics across the country who might not have been so kind to us on past records have really accepted this one. And so we're excited to see kind of what 2016 holds for us.
Well, San Angelo's loved you all the way through, man, from the beginning. Every time you come here, you pack the house. So, if you say this is the best that you've done so far, that's making a huge statement right there.
Yeah, for sure. We played San Angelo for years now, even before we were a real touring band. I mean, even when we were still in college, our original bass player was from San Angelo. So, we used to come down here and we'd play Blaine's like every 2 months. And, we kind of worked our way up to the midnight rodeos. And I think there might have used to been a Graham's here in San Angelo, I feel like. And so, we've kind of played everywhere, it seems like, in this town. And but we continue to come to San Angelo once or twice a year because it's part of our West Texas kind of roots and heritage. And, as long as they keep showing up, we'll keep coming back.
You guys are busy. You stay on the road all the time, though. You do like 250 dates a year. I noticed where in January you're going to be at Billy Bob's with the Eli Young Band. Then you're playing another gig that it's just going to be you guys at Billy Bob's the very next night. And then you're headed out of state.
Yeah, part of our band's emphasis, honestly, ever since we first started, was even though we knew our roots would be Texas country and that would be our thing, we didn't see a reason why that should limit us to only playing in Texas and Oklahoma. We really felt like there's so many people from Texas that move to other parts of the country, as well as just people who, in general, appreciate the style of music that we have. And so we've always made an effort to travel across the country. And so every year, we'll do kind of an East Coast to West Coast tour. And sometimes it's all in a span of 3 months. And sometimes we'll break it up into 2 or 3 different legs. And so the first leg of our national tour will be this coming year. And, after we kick off the year at Billy Bob's with EYB, we're going to head out. And I think we're in the Midwest and the Southeast and the Northeast and then back to the Midwest. And so should be a little bit of a rodeo, as it always is on the road, but it's fun, man. I think people would be surprised at the crowds that we have at some nights when we get out of state. We go to Denver, it's a sold-out crowd of 2,000 people. We go to Chicago, it's the same way. And even in New York City and Washington, D.C. and these other places, you would think like, well, that's a weird place to play, but there's just so many previous Texans that live up there and then spread our music. And you have things like online radio and satellite radio and Pandora and all these other things other ways that people discover music these days. And so it's pretty crazy when you show up to Washington and have 1,000 people come out to your show, but it makes you feel good as a band, and it allows us to pay the bills also and not have to overplay Texas, because we don't want to play too much down here and then people won't want to come see us, and it would be easy to play, San Angelo and Lubbock 4 times a year because we love it and it's West Texas. But if you do that, we've always felt like you're kind of overplaying the market, and it's better to play it maybe once or twice a year. So it allows us to continue to tour, and it's a lot of fun, I'll tell you that.
Well, I think you guys are wonderful ambassadors to take our Texas music into all these other states, man. And I wish you all the best as you head up to, I see where you're going to Denver and Kansas and Tennessee, and you'll be in Mississippi and Massachusetts and Washington, D.C., New York City, and just all points and out of the country, I dare say again, before too terribly long.
Yeah, the last time we played overseas was a few years ago. We went to France and Italy, and we're looking into the possibility of doing that again, maybe this time next year, possibly going to Europe or somewhere. So we don't want to get over ambitious. We still have a lot to accomplish here in the country, but if we get the right kind of tour put together, we can go to England and Ireland and France and Italy. I think that'd be a lot of fun to do as a band.
Josh, continued success, happy holidays, and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. If every radio station in the country played us like you guys do, we'd be real rich. Thank you so much.